Hi, this is Judge Herb Dodell. Last week we talked about certain kinds of evidence. And what is evidence? Evidence is some reflection of what has happened, and it could be in the form of documents, it could be in the form of testimony, it could be in the form of drawings and charts, it could be even an email or a text or many, many things. Now, the judge's role, we determine what a jury, if it's a jury trial, will hear, because some evidence is what's called admissible and other evidence is not admissible. If it's not admissible, the jury or the trier of fact never finds out about any of it. Now, one of the things that I've used many years, and most trial lawyers, experienced trial lawyers use, are what's called demonstrative evidence. For example, there was a case I had many years ago where a letter was written by the defendant to the plaintiff. It was nasty. It was mean and it was arrogant. It was nasty. But it was great. It was indicative of their conduct. So what did I do? I blew it up. I don't mean with the gasoline and stuff like that, but we make a very, very large copy of it, and we used to put them on something called an easel. You know, you've seen easels where the artists are doing the Mona Lisa, that kind of thing. Well, now they have what they call an Elmo. An Elmo is you just place it on the machine, you press the button, and it flashes up on the screen so you can see it in a large size. And one of the better techniques is in making an argument, and if you have that demonstrative evidence up there on the board or on the wall, you take a pointer and you point out all the things that are significant. Sometimes you underline it. You bring in documents. You can bring in things to just show the jury as an illustration. One year I brought in a jar of jelly beans and wanted to ask the jury, well, how many jelly beans are in there? Well, the problem is you don't know what's in the center. So I just turned the jar over and they all came spilling out over the table, and I went and said 1, 2, 3, and that was the illustration that I used to prove how much there was in the way of jelly beans in the jar. I can tell you many, many stories. In fact, I do cover some of that. Some of them are very entertaining, by the way, and they're in the book. From the Trench to the Bench, Navigating the Legal System and Finding a Spiritual Path Along the Way. Well, if you want to know a little bit about evidence, authentication, illegality, people always want to know, why is evidence excluded? Well, sometimes it's illegal. It was gained as a result of a violation of someone's constitutional rights. And I tell a very good story about a document which we managed to keep out of evidence, which was devastating because it had been taken without a warrant from the defendant's car. So if you want to know more about it, call me, contact me, hit me at askjudgeherb@gmail.com. Watch the YouTubes. We cover pretty much all of it. And in fact, for the radio show, For the People, we have an index. We tell you what each show is about, so you don't have to listen to all 40 shows or however you've done to find something. It's all laid out for you. So we welcome any inquiries. Hope you'll join us and enjoy the For the People radio show, which is available, by the way, on iHeartRadio nationwide.